Long live His Holiness the Dalai Lama. I'm an ordinary nomad woman from the Ngaba region of Tibet. On 21st October 2015, my cousin sister Tenzin Doma and I staged a peaceful protest march. At that time, both of us were 15 years of age. While holding large photos of His Holiness the Dalai Lama like this one, we called for His Holiness the Dalai Lama and His Eminence Kirti Rinpoche to be allowed to return to Tibet, praying for their long life and called for freedom in Tibet. I was immediately beaten up by the Chinese authorities, and then they took me in a room where I was detained for about 6 days, during which I was tortured. They subjected us to torture where they made us face heaters and turned the heaters at extremely high temperatures and then interrogated us. They asked which exiled organizations we were linked with. So in that small room, they tortured us, beat us for about 6 days and nights. So for 1 year and 1 month, me and my cousin sisters, we never saw each other. We were put in separate rooms and interrogated. Almost every week, they will come and tell us that His Holiness has done nothing for you. Look at your status right now. What does it help that His Holiness could not do anything right now or help you? You are separatists, causing trouble to the nation, betraying the nation, and it's of serious crime, they told me. So for more than a year and a month, me and my sister, we never saw each other. I was never allowed to talk to another prisoner. I was in solitary confinement, whereas the other Chinese prisoners, they could speak freely to one another. They were about 12 in the same cell. And then they would tell me, does it help now that you are holding His Holiness the Dalai Lama's picture? In the cold freezing winter, we had very frail clothing that I really felt extremely cold. Sometimes I couldn't feel my fingers because of the freezing cold. The food was never enough and it lacked nutrition and was extremely poor, despite the fact that I was made to work for hours and hours. I was taken to the Sichuan female prison for female prisoners, which is one of the biggest one in China, after I was sentenced. In that prison, there were other Tibetan prisoners. However, as Tibetan, because of my identity as Tibetan, and for the reason that I was in jail, I had to face so much discrimination in the prison. This is not just a story about me, but of thousands of Tibetans who have suffered and continue to suffer in jails of China under Chinese repressive policies. Even though I was released, it was just my body that was out of prison, but I was being restricted in every way possible, whether it was meeting my friends, going to a nearby place, or tracing my phone calls. I was being surveillanced and watched 24 hours. And that is why in 2023, I decided to leave my country. The reason for leaving my home country is that I had the firm belief that if I come outside in the free country, I would definitely be able to find people and governments who would listen to what I had to say. That we had no freedom in Tibet. We have no freedom of religion, of language. Freedom for Tibet is what I believe in and I call for. And that is why I come into exile. I had the honor to meet many members of the United Nations to speak the truth. I had the opportunity. Even today, I thank the organizers for giving me this platform to share the real situation in Tibet, where hundreds and thousands of Tibetans continue to suffer even to this day. The Chinese government is controlling Tibet under such tight oppression and surveillance. So it is extremely important that we really see the real situation, the extremely dire situation that Tibetans are in Tibet. So I ask you all to continue to support Tibet in fulfilling the aspirations of the Tibetan people to see His Holiness the Dalai Lama to return to Tibet. Long live His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Freedom for Tibet. Long live His Holiness the Dalai Lama.